Blacklight, Cyberspace Ministry, coming at you one more time on a Sunday, first day of 2017. And we've been asking questions. Are you ready to rule? We've been making statements. You be the judge. And either you preparing yourself to win or you're preparing yourself to lose, because we are in a contest. The gods against the devils. The gods against the devils. We have some black devils, red devils, brown devils. These devils fell victim to the system. Now myself, I'm not of this world. I'm in the world, but I'm not of this world. I started to ascending to the heavens a long time ago, climbing the stair step to heaven. And to do this, you must denounce Satan and all his demons and all his devils. I said that this is the day of judgment. The day of judgment meaning a day to reform. They say a day to the Lord is like 1,000 years. But Satan ain't gonna let you reform that easily, because he's inside of you. How did he get inside of you? Well, it's a long process, and we're not gonna go into it right now. But by living in his world, we inside of him and he's inside of us, because we live in the world. Now most brothers and sisters are not cognizant of this. They're not ready to accept the fact that they are of Satan, because most of them think they're Christians, Muslims, and Jews, and so forth. But you're not practicing what you say you are. And when you get into the system of the devil, it becomes a habit of and it's an everyday. It's a habit of everyday living, because you got to have a job, right? So you ask yourself, when you go on that job, who are you working for? The devil or God? Or you just working? You don't classify none of that. You're just working because you got to have a job to live. Well, not necessarily. You don't need a job to really live, because everything is out here free for you to live off of. If you're hungry, you can just go and pick some fruit off the tree. Water already comes down from the skies, you know, and they settle in the lakes and the ponds and streams. You could just go straight to the streams and the ponds or whatever. And most of the time the water is purified because the lakes and the rivers and the streams have a way of purifying water. If it's not polluted by some factory where you go and make your living at. And if the sky is not being bombarded by chemtrails, everything should be good up there. The sun purifies everything. Unless, you know, unless you're being bombarded by pollution. So you don't necessarily need to work, especially for free. You say, well, no, we want to have nice things. Well, see, we're in the habit of we don't want no one to outdo us. We're always in a challenge or in a contest to be the biggest and the baddest, you know? This is a habit we felt falling into. If you on your block, if so-and-so got a nice house, a nice car, you gotta have a nicer house and a bigger car and a nicer car. If they dress good, you gotta dress better. If they give their children the latest gadgets and gadgets, you gotta give yours the latest gadgets and gadgets and more of them. So you're always in a contest, even if you're black conscious. If your brother, because you're commercializing black consciousness. If you're a Christian, you're commercializing Christianity with Christmas. You're commercializing black consciousness with Kwanzaa. If you're a Muslim, you're commercializing Islam with Ramadan and paraphernalia of that Islamic world, like rugs and stuff like that. You can make money off of that. You can make money off the Quran, selling the Quran. Do you need to do that? No, because the Quran, the Bible, the Torah, all that's already in you. It's already in you, in your DNA. You say, well, we got to make money. Well, you don't need to make money. But the problem with that is when you make money, money starts making you do things that you wouldn't ordinarily do. Like, you don't need to buy a house because you could go and build a house. But you got to pay taxes on the land. Why you got to pay taxes on the land when all the planet belongs to you? You just got to share it. But don't nobody own it. And don't nobody own you unless you agree upon it and accept it and act on it. So now we're accepting Satan to be our leader, because Satan is making up money which has no significance on this planet, except he put that idea in your head. See, ideas and thoughts are more valuable than money because they build worlds, they make worlds. So even when it comes to your health, if you could think yourself into good health, sometimes you may have to do certain things to fortify your system's constitution, but the universe has already supplied certain trees and herbs and stuff like that that you can take, not every day on a constant basis, but just to make your ailment a little more at ease. So you're in a world where you gotta rush every morning to punch a clock, and if you don't punch that clock, you'll get docked. So on your way to work, driving at 190 miles an hour, you get into an accident. You don't have no insurance because you can't afford it. You don't have no driver's license because you got too many tickets. So they impound your car, now you can't go to work. They might even put you in jail. You see, you're in a world where you're always rushing. You're in a world where you're being bullied all the time. Either be bullied or you be the bullier. I'm not of that world. It's all around me, but I wear that world like a loose garment, you know. So y'all brothers and sisters out there squabbling among each other, commercializing ideologies and philosophies, commercializing it instead of living it, you know. So it's a lonely place being not of this world, but you get used to it after a while, you know. Cause I can't roll with those that are not striving to be rulers, and those who are insistent on staying in this world. I can't roll with you. Now, I might pretend like I'm rolling with you, but my mind is in the clouds. My head is in the clouds, you know. It's on a higher vibration. But I ain't mad at you because you haven't yet understood the post of a God. You talk God, but you don't know actually what it means to be a God. Ideas and thoughts, that's what's more valuable than any material item or substance on the planet or in the universe. Ideas and thoughts are of the universe. Creative thoughts and ideas are feeding off of vibrations on a higher level. But you could commercialize that. You commercialize that through your music, commercialize that through other various avenues to get paid off of. And then once you start doing it in abundance, commercializing ideas and thoughts in abundance, it becomes it becomes less of a science and art. It becomes a piece of junk. Black light out.